May 18, 2025. Anfield wasn't just loud, it was historic. Liverpool FC had done the unthinkable. In his very first season, Arne replaced a legend, Jurgen Klopp, and delivered the Premier League title, not by scraping through, not by luck, by total domination, 10 points clear of second-place Arsenal.
Liverpool are the champions of the Premier League.
The best defensive record in the league. The most late goals scored.
Liverpool goal, and Diogo Jota comes up with the good. Liverpool have now turned it around.
They weren't just champions, they looked inevitable. This was supposed to be the beginning of a dynasty. But fast forward March 2026, Liverpool sit 5th. 14 points off the top. Out of the title race before the clocks even change for spring. The crown hasn't just slipped, it's shattered. This isn't a dip in form. This isn't just bad luck. This is one of the worst title defences in the history of the Premier League. So what happened? When you win the league, you strengthen carefully. However, Liverpool detonated the transfer market. £417 million spent in one summer. The British transfer record broken, not once but twice. Alexander Isak, £125 million. Then shattered again for Florian Wirtz at £100 million plus add-ons. Add Hugo Ekitike for £69 million, and on paper, it looked like a super team. In reality, you have an identity crisis. Slot's 2025 side wasn't built on stars, it was built on synchronization. The press triggered in unison, the midfield rotated like clockwork. But by many superstars into the structure, Liverpool lost their balance. The 2025 Liverpool hunted in packs, the 2026 Liverpool hesitates. And in the Premier League, hesitation is fatal. Last season, the system revolved around controlled chaos. Ryan Gravenberch operated deeper, dictating the tempo. The rest of the defense structure always had protection. Now, the midfield is a vacuum. With too many advanced profiles on the pitch, the ball winning has vanished. Opponents don't try to outplay Liverpool anymore. They bypass them. One vertical pass through the press, and suddenly, Virgil van Dijk is defending 40 yards of open space. He's 34, still elite, still dominant, but no defender in the world can cover that much ground every single week. Liverpool didn't just add talent, they removed their own security. Football isn't played on spreadsheets. On July 3, 2025, the heart was ripped out of this club. The tragic loss of Diogo Jota in a car accident sent the squad and the city into a state of mourning that never truly ended. Jota wasn't just a rotation option, he was the connector, the forward who pressed when others were tired, the player who scored the ugly goals in the 89th minute to turn draws into wins. Since his passing, Liverpool haven't looked angry. They've looked drained. There is a profound difference between tactical dysfunction and emotional fatigue. This season feels like both. The mentality monsters became a team searching for air, and when the pressure rises, they crack. In 2025, Liverpool were inevitable. Slot time was real, but in 2026, the script has flipped. 5 separate matches have been lost or drawn due to stoppage time goals conceded. Against Wolves in March, a 93rd minute disaster. Against Bournemouth, a 91st minute dagger. Last year, opponents feared the clock. Now Liverpool do. Champions close games. This side protects leads like a mid-table team. That isn't randomness, it's psychological fragility. The Premier League doesn't stand still. Managers studied Slot's 2025 patterns and found the flaw. Teams now bait Liverpool's press, then they strike through the centre. Overloads, quick diagonals, isolated centre-backs. The blueprint to beating the champions is now public knowledge. And until Liverpool regain their structural discipline, even the bottom half of the table knows exactly how to hurt them. We saw this against Wolves a few days ago, where Liverpool were downed by 93rd minute winner. Where does this rank historically? Liverpool are currently on track for their lowest points tally as defending champions in the modern era. From dominant kings to Europa League hopefuls in less than 10 months. Arne Slot went from visionary to vulnerable. But the real lesson, dynasties aren't built on volume spending. They're built on identity. Liverpool tried to replace chemistry with celebrity. The 2025 title was a masterpiece. The 2026 defense, a tragedy. They were kings. Now they're proof of the most ruthless rule in football. If you stand still, you fall. But if you sprint without balance, you collapse.